What's up, guys? So I haven't done one of these in probably a week, maybe over a week. So I got a few things to talk about. I'm trying to get back into these. I'm heading to town. I got to buy groceries. Yay, fun, right? In the town we live in, there's a dollar store. That's it. And then like 3 miles away, there's a gas station. So, yeah, not much of anything in this town, so I have to go into town. Even though this is a town, it's called a village. So, it's a village instead of a town. But anyways, on to what I'm going to say. I just was not to be gross, so I was in the bathroom and thinking about shit in the bathroom. Okay, there we go. That's fucked up. But anyways, I was thinking, and all of a sudden it popped in my head. My dad's popped in my head. He hasn't popped in my head in a while. He passed away in 2020, and I think about him all the time because I missed him, man. Because like he was my best friend. I could go and talk to him about anything, and I don't have anybody like that anymore. Like I don't trust anybody. I got friends, but I just don't like talking to people unless I really trust them. And I just won't do that with most people. Freaking sun's bright as fuck. But anyways, it popped in my dad popped in my head, was showing me like a couple of things I need to do. I won't go into what they are, but I was like, man, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that stuff until all of a sudden my dad popped in my head. Like things I didn't even think of. And the reason I say this for is because I had two job interviews last week, and I guess I didn't get either one of them because neither one of them called back. So I got to keep looking for a job. But these two ideals that popped in my head, well, my dad popped in my head, they might get us by. They might get us by for a little while. I just got to put them into action, make them fucking happen. And so that's what I'm gonna work on when I get home. I'm gonna work on putting those two things that popped in my head into action. Like, definitely got to put them into action. Well, anyways, let's get on to wrestling, guys. Wrestling. The last week we had the new Bloodline, like the new Bloodline, and I know they're all still the same Bloodline, but I think what they're building to here now is the Rock's Bloodline versus Roman's Bloodline, which is all going to be the same Bloodline, but a way to build into the story. So I think The Rock is going to have 3 members besides himself. So we'll have The Rock, Solo Sikoa, the guy that just came out with him last week on SmackDown, and I can't think of his name. I'm wanting to say it's Tonga, but I could be totally off on that, guys. I could be totally off on that. And then the wrestler that's coming from Major League Wrestling, which is one of their cousins, I believe. I cannot think of his name either for some fucking reason. But those 3 and The Rock versus Roman Reigns and the Usos, but who else could be? Like somebody say add Cody, but I don't think Cody doesn't fit into that. Cody doesn't fit into that. So the only person I could think that would make sense if you're gonna do it Bloodline like is Sami Zayn. And the reason I say that is because Sami Zayn was part of the Bloodline for a little while. actually, to me, the best part of the Bloodline. Like, the whole Bloodline story to me has been fucking boring. Except when Sami Zayn was a part of the Bloodline. When he was a part of the Bloodline, it was freaking entertaining. It was funny. It had its good parts, it had its great parts, it had its entertaining parts. It was just all around entertaining and fun. And it just made wrestling fun. Then when Sami Zayn left, it just went back to the same bullshit. The same bullshit. Now, I haven't really been into the story at all when Sami Zayn wasn't there. But now that they're building this, like, Bloodline war amongst the Bloodline, so it's the Bloodline versus the Bloodline. Now that they're building, like, this little war between the two of them, between Roman and The Rock, without the Roman and Rock even being there, they're building this, like, war, this freaking craziness, and I'm all for it. Like, I'm actually back into the Bloodline story. Like, this is the first time I've been into the Bloodline story since Sami Zayn was a part of the Bloodline. It's the first time I've been back into it. Like, super enjoying it. And it's only been 1 week. So what's going to happen this week on SmackDown? Like tonight. That's tonight. On SmackDown. What's going to happen? Where are they going with the new Bloodline story? How are they going to build it? Where are they building it to? Because there's so much they can build now. Like, they got to build Jimmy and Jay getting each other's trust back somehow. Which, I think by doing that, you have Jimmy get beat up for a couple weeks straight by the new Bloodline, which causes Jey Uso to come out and protect his brother. I don't want Jey to be a tag team again, though. I'm sorry. Jey should be a singles wrestler. He deserves his single wrestling. He's over with the crowd. His merchandise is selling huge. He shouldn't be a tag team. Occasionally put the Usos back together as a tag team for a month or two here or there. Fine. But don't make Jey a tag team wrestler again. Because he doesn't need to be. It's like Christian and Edge. They were a tag team for so fucking long. Once they broke them up as a tag team, we found out they're both fucking amazing. Now, Christian didn't do as much in WWE as Edge did, but Christian outside of WWE was fucking amazing. TNA, AEW, different other companies he worked for. Like, Christian was an underrated wrestler in WWE, in my opinion. Like, he could have been a bigger star. Did Christian ever win a title, like the big title in WWE? I can't remember. I think he did, if I remember correctly. I think he did win one world title in the WWE, but I could be totally fucking mistaken. That was a while back. But maybe he did win the title in the WWE for a minute or so. But you build, like, they need to build Jimmy up. That's what they need to do. Like, Jimmy's not over with the fans. I'm sorry, he's just not. As a heel, he's over, I guess, in a way. And the only reason he's over as a heel is because of Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns. Not because of himself. Jay's over because of himself. I just think there's so many routes, so many things, so many freaking amazing things they could do with these guys. There's so much they could build with these guys, and the Bloodline story could actually become amazing again. And if they build it like they did last week, whew, we're in for a fucking treat with this fucking the new Bloodline story. we're in for a treat. And I can't stand The Rock. I'm not a fan of Roman Reigns, but I think if you do this just right, this could catapult all their careers even more than they already are. And that's crazy to even think that Roman Reigns and The Rock's story could become even fucking bigger than it already fucking is. It's crazy to even think that's even possible. And it is if they build this story right. And it's going to take some thought. It's going to take some process. It's going to have to, I think you have to build it into SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and eventually have this feud end with Roman Reigns versus The Rock at next year's WrestleMania. And now we got people just walking out in the damn road like a fucking idiot. And then give me a dirty look. You're in the fucking middle of the road, you dumb fuck. Huh? Anyways, I think that's about it. I don't really have a whole lot. Like, I know it's been like a week since I made one of these guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get back into it again. Try to keep you guys up to date on things that's going on. I got some other stuff I could talk about, but I'm just not going to in this video. It's already 11 minutes long. But in the next one, I'll talk about Ryan Garcia because his fight's tomorrow. So I'll try to do one Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. And talk about Ryan Garcia because holy crap, that guy's losing his fucking mind. But you guys have a good one. Like, comment, and share. If you guys want to support my channel, you can check out my merch store. Link in the description. Bye, guys.